Pruning herbaceous plants will help keep a garden and landscape looking its best. Herbaceous plants are those without woody tissue, and in many cases, these plants have stems that are soft and green. Herbaceous plants may have annual, biennial, or perennial life cycles. In this video, we'll discuss pruning herbaceous annuals and biennials. Annual herbaceous plants are those that only survive one growing season and die when they finish blooming or die with the first frost. Most annual bedding plants are not pruned during the growing season, but instead are pinched or deadheaded to remove spent flowers and keep the plant bushy and full. Pinching is the removal of the tips of stems to remove flower buds to promote full, bushy growth. You can pinch off tips of stems using your fingers, or you can use hand pruners or flower shears. Pinch or cut them back to just above a true leaf or set of true leaves. Pinching young plants promotes a bushy form. Then your plants will be sturdier and are less likely to need staking. Pinching is often done at planting time, especially if annuals have not already been pinched by the grower. However, your clients may not understand why you are removing flowers when you plant. You may need to explain that pinching annuals at planting time will result in fuller plants and more flowers throughout the summer. For example, the marigolds in this picture were perfectly spaced when planted. The plants will fill out faster and produce more flowers if the terminal flower bud is pinched. This only needs to be done once at planting. On plants like coleus and basil, flowers are usually undesirable. These plants are grown for their foliage, and blooming redirects their energy from producing leaves to producing seed. If the flowers are allowed to develop, the plants become leggy and straggly looking. So pinching off the flowers directs energy to producing more of the desired leaves. Deadheading is the removal of spent flowers. If flowers were pollinated when blooming, they will begin to develop seed. Developing seed uses a lot of energy, and flowering annuals will divert their energy from producing more flowers to producing seeds. You typically don't want to let them do this. Instead, deadhead using your fingers or flower shears. Cut the flowers back to just above a true leaf or set of true leaves. Some flowers like dahlia, geraniums, and marigolds are deadheaded to remove the spent blooms. Deadheading flowers like geraniums and dahlias will also prevent diseases like botrytis from developing on the spent flowers and then infecting the foliage. When deadheading a geranium, remove the flower at the base of the stem. In late summer or fall, most annuals are removed when they begin to look shabby or when they turn black after a killing frost. Sometimes the entire plant, including the roots, is pulled out. However, sometimes you'll want to cut off the plant at ground level so that their roots can provide soil stabilization over the winter. This is especially important to help reduce erosion if you have flower beds that are on slopes. Now let's discuss biennial plants. Biennial plants are those that germinate from seed in one year, and then they produce flowers and seeds in their second year of life. After producing seeds, they usually die. Canterbury bells, forget-me-nots, stock, and sweet william are examples of biennial flowers. Biennials usually only produce a low rosette or mat of foliage in their first year, and they do not require pruning. After they bloom in their second year, you can improve their appearance by deadheading. Or your client may prefer that you leave the spent flowers so that they can reseed. So remember, tell your clients about the advantages of pruning. Pinch annual plants before or at planting by removing tips of stems to remove flower buds. Deadhead annuals to remove spent flowers, to keep the plant bushy and full and to prevent seed production.